Some stories don't begin with danger or warning. Mine began with a quiet meal under a lonely desert tree. A moment so simple, I never imagined it would awaken something ancient, something that had been waiting for me.
Hear now, O noble listener, a tale passed down through the ages, a tale of fate, of promises, and of the strange justice of the unseen world. There once lived a merchant, a man who had journeyed far across deserts and oceans, who had tasted every flavor of fortune, bitter and sweet, harsh and gentle. His life was spent traveling from city to city, trading goods, seeking livelihood beneath the vast sky. One scorching day, destiny guided him onto a long road stretched beneath a merciless sun. The air shimmered with heat, his steps slowed, and at last, wearied by the journey, he sought refuge beneath the wide shadow of an ancient tree standing alone in the wilderness. There, he sat down, wiped the dust from his face, and breathed deeply, letting the cool shade embrace him. When he had rested enough, he opened the small leather bag he carried. Inside were a crust of bread and a handful of dates. He ate slowly, grateful for even this simple meal. After finishing, he tossed the date pits onto the ground, carelessly, without thought, as any traveler might do. But fate was watching. The air suddenly trembled, a wind stirred, and in the blink of an eye, a fearsome demon materialized before him, tall, powerful, with burning eyes and a sword drawn from another world. The merchant froze. The demon thundered, "Human! When you cast away those date pits, one struck my son upon his chest and slew him instantly. Now justice demands your life." The merchant fell to his knees, trembling. "O mighty demon," he pleaded, "I have wealth, children, responsibilities. Grant me but 1 year. Let me return home, divide my property among my sons, give them farewell, and set my affairs in order. Then, by my honor, I shall return to you, even if it means my death." The demon stared into the man's eyes, searching for deception. Finding none, he said, "I grant you 1 year. But if you fail to return, I shall hunt you to the ends of the earth." And with a roar like thunder, the demon vanished. The merchant went home heavy-hearted. He gathered his family, told them all that had happened, settled his wealth upon them, spoke his final wishes, and lived the year as a man who counts every day as his last. And when the year ended, true to his word, he returned to that lonely tree in the desert, the place where fate awaited him. He sat beneath its shade, the same shade that once brought him comfort, and now brought him nothing but dread. Tears ran down his face as he whispered farewells to life. As he wept, an old man approached, leading a gazelle bound with a delicate chain. The man greeted the merchant kindly, "Peace be upon you. Why do you sit alone in this dangerous place, the land of demons?" The merchant told his story. The old man listened, astonished, and shook his head sadly. "Your courage is rare," he said. "I shall remain with you. Whatever happens, I want to see how fate unfolds." They sat together in silence. Soon another traveler approached, an old man leading 2 black dogs. He too greeted them and asked why they sat in such a fearful place. Again the merchant told his tale, and again the newcomer chose to stay. Moments later, a third old man appeared, riding a sturdy mule. He questioned them, and upon hearing the story, he also remained, drawn by the strangeness of the merchant's fate. Then, the air darkened. A storm of dust rose, swirling violently. From within that whirling cloud a shape emerged, tall, black, terrible. The demon had returned, sword in hand. He strode forward and seized the merchant by the arm. "Your hour has come," he bellowed. The merchant cried out. The 3 old men wept for him, but suddenly the first old man, the one with the gazelle, stepped forward bravely. He took the demon's hand and kissed it respectfully. "O prince of the demons," he said, "I carry with me a story unlike any you have ever heard, a tale about this very gazelle. If my story pleases you, will you forgive 1/3 of this man's blood?" The demon narrowed his eyes. "Tell your tale." And thus the first old man began.
We beg for mercy. Let your anger subside.
This is unacceptable. We had a deal.
The terms have changed due to the storm.